Hi Aquarius, it's Chronic Joy Tarot here doing your mid-month July 2017 update for your sun sign, moon sign, or rising, or if you're checking in for a loved one, whatever their sign might be. This is the reading for Aquarius. I'm, as is typical for my monthly readings, I'm using the Zen Tarot deck, and we'll be doing a spread called the Flying Bird. And to give us guidance on what our topic might be for this reading, I'm going to use a new oracle deck. It's new to me. I've had it for a few weeks, called Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. Really quite a lovely deck. I love it. It's been really fun to play with. And your oracle card here is going to give us focus on what we want you to focus on for the next few weeks. Hello. It's focus. Okay. Hilarious. So this card is the crystals, and this talks about, we know that if anybody uses crystals or even just, as you can see, I have a few around. They just that being in touch with the earth element, which the crystal represents, helps to focus. It's not, there's no magic to it. It's just really a grounding process. So that's what your guidance is for this next few weeks. And I would say, I'm going to take this now for you, Aquarius, as perhaps your focus has been a little off in the last, handful of days or weeks, a little bit scattered, a little bit spread in too many directions. Maybe life's really busy and you've had to make your focus splinter off into other areas. And what I'm thinking this reading's going to tell us, we'll have to see when the cards come out, is that you're going to be called to create clarity, sort of zone down, zone in on, key important issues for yourself and create clarity around them. Okay? This is the Flying Bird, this spread, and this here is our starting point, the point of liftoff, and then we take flight and come to this new level of awareness here at the end. So let's see where you're starting out, Aquarius. I pulled this isolation card. Okay. So this is sort of a this is a mind card, first of all. So this is, maybe you're up in your head a lot. Maybe your thoughts are creating a situation where you're maybe a little pulled in, maybe a little not checked out, but maybe pulled to the side of the road for a minute to, maybe it's because you're trying to regather your focus and realign yourself with the things that you want to tend to in your life. Maybe things got a little bit too hectic and you've had to pull down and pull away and sit with your own thoughts and feelings. Not a bad thing, except if it turns into a situation where you are literally cutting yourself off from others and shutting down. Then you're iced out, you're iced in, or whatever, however you want to see it. I'm not saying that's where you are. Maybe it could be where you are for some of you, but this could also be where you're heading if you continue to go through your life without a clarity of purpose, a clarity of what's your next step. Okay, this card here is the fear of flying. This would be the energy that may block your progress to progress past this feeling of being separated from others and feeling a little bit alone, maybe, in your endeavors. Hello. Okay, so we are the world. This is a card of universal connection, which I just said, this would be the one thing that would stop you from connecting and being connected and being present with those around you. So these two go hand in hand. What you want to do is strike a balance between the two. Always stay aware of that connection with others in your personal life, and then also just the awareness of others' energies, the expanded energies globally, that you are a part of something bigger, and you aren't alone. And you don't have to close off and tuck into the corner in order to, you don't have to stay there in order to, gain your focus and move forward. Tap into others' energy, tap into those around you, reach out a little bit, show a little more. If you're frustrated and confused and scared about something, show that. See, this figure is showing their emotion and shedding some tears, and that is going to melt the ice and create space for others to come in, and you won't be isolated anymore. I'm not saying that you're sitting around like a hermit, so please don't misread that. There may be a part of your internal energy that is tucked away, and you're maybe spending energy keeping it hidden away instead of letting it release, letting it just be part of your true self, and allowing you to get clarity by showing up, letting those parts of you show up in your life. Okay. Mastering that balance that we talked about between your solitude, which is important, and you're being part of something bigger, and reaching out and being part of, or participating in group efforts or family efforts. Striking that balance will exactly do that. Create a harmony, create a balance between your own head and heart. And it will create ease and flow in your life, in your perception of your life, in your connection with others, in your everyday dealings. So really working on the fact that, yes, I have a lot of personal power, and sitting with my own thoughts and feelings is important. However, others are there for me as well. And so finding that balance is really going to help you spiritually, personally, all the way. It will just really help. And of course, it will lead to that clarity of focus that we're trying to achieve here. Okay, the next card, and this is an internal energy. This is going on within you that may not show up in your life, but you're aware of it. Thunderbolt. So in a typical tarot deck, this is like the Tower. This is, some may fear change and sudden happenings. Oh, sorry, I shook it. Sudden thunder. Some may fear that, but I don't see that this way. I see this as shedding the things that no longer serve you. Maybe shedding that tendency to pull down and pull away and stay sort of keeping parts of you hidden. Maybe shed that tendency. Maybe do away with that. Maybe be more expansive, connecting. And it doesn't mean you're going to do this overnight, but begin to put into practice some new ways of handling, your internal energies, new ways of exposing them a little bit, little by little, leaning on others, sharing who you are. You'll find a change occurs even if you just do one little tweak, one little shift in the way you respond to somebody. If somebody says something that hurts your feelings and your tendency is to shut down, close off, and tuck away, perhaps try another way. If someone says something to hurt your feelings, perhaps just say, yeah, I can see that, this issue that you needed to call to my attention was important to you. I'll sit with it. I'm not going to, respond right away, but give me a minute. Find an easier way to manage some of these things. You'll find that you have an internal change if you just tweak the smallest little way of responding and managing those things that are worrying your mind, or that the things that you hold away from others. Okay, and you're on your way, Aquarius. This next card is how this side of the reading is how things show up in your life. This side of the reading is how you're processing it internally. And by going through these processes and making these slight changes, the harmony and the master, they're right in line with each other. That head to heart harmony, it's teaching you to master your path in your life. And notice how that full moon is just beaming right above him. He's connected to the heavens. He's connected to spirit up above. This is where you're headed, and it may take some sudden, not sudden, but it may take some intense changes. They may all occur within, like I said, that no one may see. But what it will do is bring you a clarity, a focus. That's what the masters have. That's what the masters do. They can always be okay with every situation, right? And that's what we're all sort of striving for here, is to find that way to, navigate our way through the trials that we go through in life. Life will keep happening. It just does. How we respond to it and how we show up for it is what makes the quality of our life the way it is. Okay. Next card is going with the flow. This is another internal energy. So really just mastering that acceptance of how things come to you and letting them, finding a new way maybe to navigate, going with that flow. If you come upon a rock in your river, swim around it. You don't have to sit on it, go through it and try to push it forward. Go around it. Find new ways to navigate your way. It will bring you that crystallized focus too. It just will. It'll make you see, wow, just that little change. Look what I created. Look, I created more ease in my life just by responding in a different way. Okay? The outcome of this reading is careful of clinging too much to the past. This doesn't mean your past memories are not valid and they're no good or whatever. Memories are there to serve us, and all the things that have occurred in our past lead us to where we are. Even what happened last week is leading you to where you are today. But what we want you to be cautious of here is to be longing for the way things were in such a way that it holds you, it impedes your progress forward. Okay, this figure has this little box of memories. She loves it. She's right inside the middle of all her memories, and she remembers how everything used to be, but she is unable to see the life that is here, the sparkles and the beautiful colors that are all around her. She's unable to see it because she is clinging and longing for the way things were. So careful about that. That will bring you right back to this place, right? It'll bounce you right back to this way of doing things and shutting down and sort of holding yourself apart from others, maybe when things are a little bit tough. So find new ways. You're creating new ways to manage and master your life. Okay? All right, Aquarius, I hope that this reading helped you or that it made some sense for you. These are general readings. I do call in the energy of Aquarius when I'm shuffling and off camera before I start. But, if this doesn't connect with you and it doesn't resonate, that's just fine. You can look around my channel for your moon sign or your rising sign, perhaps, or just, wait until August and see if the energies line up with you then. These are general. Hopefully somebody out there finds connection with them. And if you want a more personalized reading where I can connect with you more efficiently, check out my website in the links below. And I think there's a couple links on this video. You could just tap and find my website. I could deliver you a video just like this. It would be a private link. It would be your own personal video. Or we could do a Skype or in-person reading, whatever. So happy rest of July, Aquarius, and I will talk to you soon in August. Take care.